Yer. Akudama Drive is interesting but feel like it's missing something. I love the characters, the setting, I love the music, and the cyberpunk aesthetic. But it feels like we just started in the middle, not at the very beginning. Here's what we know. Japan pretty much had a war, or some type of civil war, and now most of the place is a wasteland and we have a cyberpunk theme, so we're somewhere in the future. And our main cast is criminals. But our main character, she's a goody two shoes who got lumped in with these criminals because she was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and now they're doing a dangerous mission where if they mess up, they'll probably die. So it's pretty cool. However, a good story to me is not just about the setting, it's about the characters and how they interact with the world. As we know, Akudama are criminals opposed to society. That's why they're seen as scum and demons to anyone with the tiniest sense of justice. So that by itself is pretty cool. We get to see a band of misfits turn the world on its head, all for a good payday, which all works well with the whole theme of justice and how that line can get very blurry. That's why the criminals have bounties to encourage anyone with the power to stop them to do so, and everyone who is weak or just a regular person to avoid like the plague, because if you get lumped with those people, you are a criminal as well. Yeah, that all being said, like a good chunk of original, it's good, but it's missing something. The premise is cool, but if you take away the character interactions, the fights, stuff just happens to happen. Yeah, we know it's about a band of misfits doing what they feel necessary to survive, but did they choose a life of crime? Or did vice versa happen? I can't tell you. Even though I watched everything up to the current episode, episode 7. Now, we would say it's kind of interesting. We have no idea if these characters always were messed up and then they had one big push and boom, became criminals, or were they always decent people that were chaotic neutral and something made them chaotic evil or just evil? I can't tell you. But I would love to know that. That's why I said it feels like everything started at a climax or at the middle portion, and no one really explains should we cheer for the downfall or victory of our main cast. But that's good because you can enjoy it either way. Because the guy loves story, it would just be nice to know, okay, this character is insane, they've always been insane, so you can like them but just realize they'll never really change. Cool. This character is a musclehead, but here's why he's a musclehead. I would love stuff like that, but so far, we have ideas of why I like that, but no backstory, no nothing. Yet the main character, all we know she's a goody two shoes, and she believes it's right to do the right thing, but why? Was she always like this? Did her parents instill a good sense of justice in her? I can't tell you because the show didn't tell me. We have one character, he's a musclehead, and all we know is he loves fighting. It's entertaining to him, it's fun, even if he's getting injured, even if he could die. So I want to know, was he always like that, or is it like he realized one day he was stronger than everybody else, so it was natural to be like this? Can't tell you. We have a guy who's just a petty thief, and we're like, okay, he's zany, he's weird, and he's a coward. I'd like to know, was he always a coward, or was like he always felt like he was decent enough where he could get away with crime? I would love to know that, but nothing like that. Doesn't take away from the story, but doesn't really add anything. And my whole thing with shows like this, it's enjoyable, but because I don't know no backstories to nobody, I can't feel attached. So if my favorite character dies, I'm just like, okay, he died, but I don't know him well enough to know what drives him to be who he is, so cool, he's dying. Want to be sad, but no connection. That's the only thing that's holding the story back. But that's a really good show. I love how they have like a little segment where it's basically puppets telling you, here's some history about what happened in the world and how it got to this point, and it's in a comedy skit routine so you can actually laugh and learn more about this world. I like that as part of the show. I do like how they do explain some things about the character as they talk more, like how you naturally, as time goes on, you get to know your friends. I like that, but just be nice to know a little backstory about some of these characters, so when they do certain things, you're like, okay, that fits in what we know about them so far. Oh, that's why X did Y. You feel me? That's all I like because I love characters and learning how they work. But overall, it's a pretty solid experience. I give it a solid B+, but it just needs a little bit more. So maybe in the final episodes, final 5 episodes, you know, we get something like, hey, this is the mad scientist backstory, and then we give you the petty thief's backstory. Boom, here is the main character's backstory, the next episode. And then next episode, here's the courier's backstory. Cool. And then, you know, wrap it up. That'd be a perfect way to end everything. Or, you know, we had to see like a time skip and see, okay, here's where the character was, here's where they are now. Just a little something so that way, if, you know, all the characters do die or there's one remaining, you'd feel like you got a great ride with these characters. But it's not a requirement, it's just my little nitpick. But based on what you guys heard, are you interested in the story? If you've seen it, what do you like about it? What are the weak points to you? What are the highlights to you? I'm curious to find out. Because for me, I feel like this season, there's a lot of good anime, but I almost didn't watch this one because it was on Hulu, but Hulu doesn't advertise anything. It was a pretty cool series, but I almost didn't know where to watch it because I don't have Funimation. So you watch it on Funimation, Hulu, and some other places want to know where to watch it. Analysts will always tell you, or AnyChart, and you're good to go. So, yeah. Let us know your thoughts about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know what to do at this point. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Want to back me financially, you support my channel. I got Patreon Coffee, check it out. Links always in the description below. But yeah, I can always say so much more, but my crew needs me.